But I think the sport has gotten more professional. I think it's gotten more professional, and it's I don't know how to explain it, man. I think the live feed, Freecaster, and then Rebel TV and stuff like really made definitive. Used to the World Cups were just like you wait till Dirt Mag comes out and you see the results, which is insane to think about that. But yeah, there's a lot of content. I do think the teams, like having a team video is just like, I don't know if many teams still do it, but there was a point maybe 5 years ago where like every team has a videographer, and there were so many videos that Pink Bike, just when they do the news story, it's like, here are all the team videos in one story. Like they don't even make them individual. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's too easy to be like, it's too easy to be like I don't know what you just said. You just said a good way, like I don't know, like
that's a good example.
Is better.
Yeah, or seeing mountain biking is really guilty of somebody does something and then everybody else copies it and wants their own. Where that's what I dig about Cathro's stuff. It's so unique to him.
Yeah,
he's the only one making videos like that. Kind of in the same way Alex Rankin was the only one making his visual. It's completely. We're talking about like a storytelling kind of Cathro's stuff is meant to educate an audience and provide them with he's good at, how do I say this? He's good at understanding an audience's comprehension.
Yeah, it's under a microscope, isn't it? He's literally talking line choice, real specific things. Rankin was like gathering a whole event and making you feel like you were there, or like you get what it was like.
Yeah, and Rankin was just like gathering like shots that were just filled with energy in every frame, and that's why he was so brilliant. He took these like basic DV cameras and made this, he utilized that technology to the max, and I think it's really easy with GoPros and iPhones and Red cameras to think, you need this or that to make good stuff, and really you need an iPhone, and that's it.
So I probably am getting this wrong, but in my head it's like now we get bits of content that are like under a microscope because they need to communicate so much in such a small amount of time, and everyone's attention spans are like
totally.
In between there was like Dirt TV, Vital Raw.
Yeah, totally.
That was sort of like an in between, wasn't it?
For sure. And all that's, I mean, it's the Vital Raws are like one of the highlights of a World Cup weekend. Like seeing,
But you'd fight for a place in it, and when you got it, it was big news. I remember Bernard had a year. We call it the year of the Suey. He would literally suicide any time his wheels left the ground. He would do a suicide no-hander,
and that would make it.
Yeah, and it would be like it was a conscious decision. He was like trying to get airtime on these like weird, I guess you could call them vlogs, raw.
For sure.
Raw footage vlogs.
Totally.
Dude, I used to have there's a Welsh Dragon series.
Oh, yeah.
I used to get the VHS.
It was
hours long, and it was just raw footage of everyone.
Yeah.
And like you could tell the filmer would just move down the hill, different spots, and it was just every rider going through, and I'd watch it. That's how into biking I was. I'd just watch all of these people at a race I wasn't at, riding down a muddy Welsh hill. I'd be like...
I was the same, dude. I remember being in high school, and like there was this dude, Jeremiah Dean, who was a photographer, and he painted helmets for a while, like Dylan Dean Designs. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I don't, but yeah.
Anyways, it was more like, I think he more painted helmets for more like the Norba crowd and stuff. Right. But he was a photographer, and I remember finding... This is, again, it's crazy me remembering like where I was. I can tell you I was in the English room in my high school, and I found out that he would upload all of his photos. So you could be like Deer Valley 2001 Norba and look at every single photo, and I would just look at every single one. And I was, man, it makes sense. Like I don't really like watch YouTube vlogs or anything like that, more just because I don't have time. But I
won't take that personally, but yeah.
Warner's vlog, man, so good. But it makes sense why all that stuff is so successful.
Yeah, for sure. It is weird how
If I was 15 again, I would be watching every single Matt Jones vlog right when they came up. And yeah.
Did you enjoy this clip? If so, please like and subscribe. The full episode is available by hitting one of the links on the screen right now, or type The Ride Companion into your favourite podcast app. We've even put links in the show description for you. Cheers!